I screwed up. I did something so dumb. So some sad news for those of you that haven't been following me on Facebook. I posted the other day about my Power Wagon. I came home, went to get some groceries, prepare for our Easter dinner with our family, and I parked at the top of my driveway, and I remember my mindset. My mindset was, I'm just going to park here for a minute because then I'm going to back down the driveway and put it in its little hole, protect it from the weather. And I didn't set my parking brake intentionally because I was like, I'm just running in the house real quick to empty these groceries. And I left my transmission in neutral too. I thought it was in gear. I put the groceries away and I came out of the house. My first thought was, I was like, where's my truck? Because it's not there. I look down my driveway and it's against my neighbor's house. I was like, I think it's okay. It looks fine. I couldn't get out. I had to put it in 4-wheel drive to pull out. And once I pulled out, I saw this damage. It was so bad. Kayla can probably pull in the audio maybe of my initial view where I'm just like, damage is so bad. I mean, it just drifted down my driveway and smacked my neighbor's house, but all the pressure was on this left side bedside. And my poor neighbor's house, fortunately it's brick, but you can see I moved the AC unit back, messed up her back porch a little bit. The brick's okay. There's some scratches on it. No one was hurt. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful no one was hurt. We have insurance, but this is devastating to me. It was completely my fault. What do you do with a 1978? You can't get parts. This is a rust-free body. I'm just devastated. I'm like, well, can we fix it? Can we pull it? It's got to be the right body shop. And so I put out that post right away because I'm looking for parts, right? And I went on the ASAW group, which is the Automotive Shop Owners group. I'm like, hey, is there anybody in here that's a body shop? I really want to work with someone that can do not just hanging panels and painting and all of that, but can do the types of straightening that I need. Like this bedside and you can see in this shot the floor area of the bed. It's buckled in that corner. And then this entire bedside, like, what do I do? It's like, okay, then the cab's bad. Not bad, but it got dented too. It pushed that whole area in, closed the gap a little bit on the driver's door. So it messed the cab up. That part I know can be straightened, but the bed is like, man, what can I do about this? So I put that post out like, hey, help me. The very first reply. So this guy's name is Blaine, and he sent me this link for 78 Dodge Power Wagon NOS parts. An NOS part, new old stock, there's a bedside available, and it's an hour and a half away from my house. I looked at that. Of course, I'm talking with that guy. And then I'm talking to my friend Lucas Underwood, contacts me because I'm posted in the ASAW group, and he turns me on to a guy named Ken who has a shop in North Jersey. That's like 6 hours away. But I want to work with someone that can do the straightening, and I'm considering that. And so thank you, Ken. Thank you, Lucas. But I came back to this post from Blaine and this new old stock, and turns out this guy is an hour and a half away from my house. And we went and picked it up yesterday. Here it is. And what I found from this guy, his name is Dave. His father owned this, and it's been sitting in his garage since 1983. And not only is it new old stock, so never hung on a car. This fender has been waiting. It's been saying, where am I gonna ride? I've just been in this garage this whole time. And now she's gonna be put on the baddest truck in the world and have a new life. It's never been hung on a vehicle, a factory bedside. And not only is it the front skin, check this out, the backside, inner bedside too. When they sell these, you can get an outer shell for around $300. I paid way more than that for this, but they don't come with this inner piece, and this is all buckled too, right? It's got the spot for dual gas, like this. You could put one there if you wanted to. I'm just I can't believe that I scored this with the first reply from you guys. And I just want to thank everyone, all of the posts on Facebook. I encourage you guys, because this one's going to be on YouTube. Maybe we'll put this on Facebook too, but I encourage you to go over my original post and look at it. Look at all the comments, just the comments of condolences, and you guys felt my pain. Just can't believe this happened, but I feel God's providence. I really do. Like, some people look at this and they'll be like, oh, what are you doing? Like, is that judgment? And you can't look at it like that, right? I think there's a verse in Ecclesiastes 9 that I'm thinking about, and it says, I'll just paraphrase, but essentially it talks about that time and chance happen to the righteous and the unrighteous. It was a mistake. It was an accident. On the flip side, I do see God's providence here. I do see with this bedside, like, what are the chances of that? And then all of the help that you guys offered to me. And then one final piece is, thank you, Ken from New Jersey. Thank you, Lucas, and other guys that have gotten involved and want to help. I want this truck to be closer to me. I don't want to have to truck it 6 hours across the state. And yesterday, my brother said, well, the body shop across the street from me, they do all kind of work like that. He's like, I seen this guy have a whole bed panel off of a van, and he's drilling out tack welds and sticking it back in, and he's like, he does amazing work. So I went over and talked to him, showed him the pictures, asked him about the new old stock bedside. I'm like, can we do it? Can we fix this? Can we straighten that bed and fix this? And he's like, absolutely. And it's right across the street from my brother's shop. So yeah, Power Wagon's wrecked. Work starts mid-May. I think we're gonna be in good shape. I did something dumb. God is still good. I was devastated. Yesterday, a huge load off of my mind with the body shop lining up with the new old stock. And if you're watching closely, you can tell it's super cold out here because the camera is shaking. I can see Caleb's arms shaking.
I was hit chest yesterday, so my chest is trembling.
Absolutely. So just a little update on the Power Wagon. I'll bring you guys along for the ride as much as I can without boring you. We got some body work we got to do, and when we're done, this thing's going to be getting the stripe kit, the Power Wagon stripe kit, and probably going to stay orange and black, but some subtle differences when we're done. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys again, and I'll bring you along for the ride. And one other piece, a little teaser here. My brother tore his shoulder.
So I messed his shoulder up at my house, falling off a gelatinous bed, trying to fix the ceiling thing, and I missed the wall by like that much, and my arm went, and it went out of socket, and it went clunk back in. I'm like,
and it's gonna have rotator cuff surgery, and he needs help. And my son Bo just graduated Rosedale Tech for the industrial electrical program, and we've been job searching, but that has been put on hold. My son started yesterday at my brother's shop, and I'm going to be mentoring him every day. And I have you guys to thank for that I have a passive income in what we do, that I can be there with my son and literally be his coach every single day. And we're going to film the process. We're filming the process. So we're going to invite you guys along to join us with that too. So little sad news, but we're in good hands, and it's a new day. And all right, let's just worry about today. Tomorrow has enough trouble of its own. Let's worry about today. I was so stressed out. I didn't need to be. It's in his hands. Thank you guys. See you soon.